Christine Collins. I wanted to share with you today a little bit of kind of an insider scoop about how hypnotherapists actually develop and design your hypnotherapy session, or what is sometimes known as the script, the hypnotic suggestions that are so powerful and so transformational. How is it that this actually comes about? So if you're not too familiar with the hypnotherapy process, or you maybe don't know a lot about how things get developed, you may be thinking that, oh, I could just listen to any affirmation track that has some nice, positive, fluffy messages about changing my life, and I'll get the same results. But it's actually quite a bit more complex than that. The hypnotic suggestions that are carefully designed and crafted by your certified hypnotherapist are written with a variety of different key components, many of which have to do with how the subconscious mind specifically operates. So when we are going into that alpha brainwave state that's used in hypnotherapy, we are not speaking to the conscious mind that can understand things in this very logical, linear kind of way. We are speaking to the subconscious self. And there are a lot of different elements that have to be taken into account when writing hypnotic suggestions. Just to give you a handful of examples, your hypnotherapist examines, first of all, making sure that the goal is extremely explicitly clear, what the outcome is that you wish to create with these subconscious hypnotic suggestions. It's also important to understand some of the different ways in which the client is motivated, and we're all a little bit different, although there are some elements that are more common across populations than others. For example, whether you tend to be more toward motivated or away motivated. So kind of what drives you, is it the excitement over what's coming, or is it aversion? And everybody is slightly different and slightly different on different subjects. So that's one example. Another example is whether you tend to be more focused on kind of physical things like atmosphere or interpersonal connection. Whether or not you tend to be motivated the most by your own feelings, like feeling satisfied with work that you've accomplished, or if you're more motivated by getting positive feedback from others. These are just a handful of examples, all of which are taken into account when writing hypnotic suggestions. So if you think it's a good idea to, just use some kind of a generic non-certified track to change your life, you can do that. And there are benefits to affirmations as well. But when you are looking for very highly specific transformation, there's a huge benefit in seeking out a certified, well-trained, experienced hypnotherapist who is thinking through all of these different elements as they're writing your hypnotic suggestions to make sure that you receive the very best outcome possible.